some love.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Tournament and the Final Four. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, New York, you wanted this. You asked for it and you got it, or maybe you didn't and you did. Either way, you got what you're going to get tonight, and it's going to be a scene in Gotham City. Knicks are up 2-0 after a 1-point victory in San Antonio on Friday night. Game 3 tonight. The president will be there. Tickets are going for upwards. I swear to goodness, and I got to go look. JJ, there was something for $160,000 per ticket on StubHub the other day. It's insane. And or you can sit in your couch and watch it at home. It's the opening drive. Happy Monday. Thank you for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
What it do?
You all right?
All right.
You want to go to the Knicks game tonight?
I actually don't. I would have loved to if I was a Knicks fan, but man, this is gonna be messy.
It's gonna be insane. What's today's date? The 8th? Trying to find where are my tickets. If you want to go tonight, the cheapest one to get in to Madison Square Garden, StubHub. The cheapest I got is $5,500. All the way up. Yeah, there's $5,459 and $5,506. $5,500. You want to go low? 55 grand. I mean, knock yourself out. Oh, and get there 2.5, 3 hours early because the president's coming. And, well, the security's going to be silly. They canceled the watch party outside because the security for the president. It's insane. I want to tell you, I think the Spurs ruined the party. I just don't. I just don't. The Spurs came back. I thought it was a terrific comeback on Friday night. I thought that they were down, 14 or whatever the number was. I thought it was a great effort. And they get the ball. Wemby throws the ball away. Please don't find this as putting this game on Wembanyama because it's not. Victor Wembanyama gets a rebound, throws the ball away. It was Dylan Harper, right? Who's running up the floor? I believe is right. Did he hit him in the back? And I guess he should be looking for the ball, but it just feels like he's sped up. And then you're going to have to help me. So I understand Victor Wembanyama can shoot the basket. Okay? I'm well aware of that. I've got one shot. I'm drawing something up. I got a guy 7'4". If I'm going to get him the ball, you've got to explain to me why I'm getting it to him 17 feet away from the basket to win as opposed to getting it down low. And I get it. His post moves are not Hakeem Olajuwon. And how's he going to get better? That's how. But I've got that dude. If that's where I'm going with my final shot to win or lose, can you explain to me why I'm doing it 17 feet away and not at the rim?
Or why is he not going?
Thank you.
It felt like San Antonio figured out some of their late game execution a little bit better, and then you get to the final possession and you're left scratching your head. Like, are you Castle? Harper, if you want a jump shot run in action with one of those guys featuring Wembanyama, if you just go one-on-one with Wemby and he settles for an elbow jumper, probably not the best move.
Yeah, I just, and if he makes it, it's great, and they win, and we've got a different series, and it's 1-1, and we got a totally different feel, right? Now you feel like it's going to be a sweep. I don't know that I feel that this young team is prepared for what they're walking in. Like, the spread tonight is, what's enough for you to take the Spurs tonight before I tell you the spread?
Five and a half?
Okay. It's Knicks by 2.5. I mean, look, every time I feel like it's stealing, I get beat. But I feel like it's stealing. I think the Knicks are going to overwhelm them tonight. Now, I want to be wrong because I want to see a series. I want to watch this team grow up in front of my eyes. I want to watch it. We talked, you and I had this conversation before the series started. Neither team is experienced at this level. Each team's got a guy who's got rings, right? You got Mikal Bridges, who's been there with Phoenix, but he doesn't have rings, right? And you've got Harrison Barnes, who's got rings with the Warriors on the other side with San Antonio. So it's a bunch of guys who are experiencing something new, but one team is a veteran team and one is a very, very young team. And I think whilst I still firmly believe Victor Wembanyama is the next it, that he's going to take over this league, that I mean, all the things we talked about, the truth of the matter is, and we talked about this as well, he's 22 years old. And he seems incredibly poised. He is incredibly poised. He is incredibly mature. He is everything you want. He's 22 years old, never been here. And he's going to walk into something today that I'm going to guess that league in France and wherever he's been, he's probably not experienced. And this goes one way or the other. The Spurs steal something at the end and shock the world and shut all those people up, which is a really good story because everybody's there for a party and just kind of, it's a really good villain story, or they get run out of the building.
It feels that way with what we've seen happen in the last few minutes of both games. And there's something to be said for experience, even if it's not NBA Finals experience. It was postseason experience. The Knicks were in the playoffs last year. And they won a lot of games. You look at Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, these dudes are 29, 30 years old. Like, that matters. It just doesn't have to be NBA Finals experience, and you're seeing it late. And I think it's been really impressive how San Antonio has responded throughout the postseason to be here. And even losing game 2, but being in a situation where they answered some of the questions that we had from them in game 1. And I didn't like the shot even when he took it, but this is what everyone dreams for. The best player on your team who attempts to make the final.
Okay. I don't have a problem going to him. I just don't understand why. Okay, so what's his strength? Is his strength his mid-range jump shot?
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Is his strength getting to the basket? Yeah. Dude's 7 feet 4 inches tall. He's a different cat, man. He was 2 of 6 from 3-point land. And 11 and 21. Look, he played a nice game. I'm not telling you it's his fault they lost. 29 points, 9 rebounds. He turned the ball over 4 times. Somebody else has to do it. And I thought De'Aaron Fox played his best game of the playoff. Okay? But then where was Champagnie? He only took the 6th shot. Castle had 14 points. I mean, look, everybody's not going to get it. The offense is focused around Victor Wembanyama. I feel that he's trying to do too much in this series. I do. I told you that after game 1. I felt that he was sped up. I told you I thought he was forcing it. But I understand it because somebody else has to step up and do something. I get it. But yeah, I'd love to have that conversation with Mitch Johnson. Okay, so why was the play designed that way? You saw Fox drive left. Both guys went to him. He kicked it back over to Wembanyama 17 feet away. And again, if he makes the shot, brilliant. It's great. It worked. It was. I just, man, get me that guy rolling to the basket and put it up and let him go get it. Because, again, he does stuff around the rim that nobody else does.
Well, that's on Victor Wembanyama. Catch it and go.
Yeah.
Get it and go.
And there was time. All right, 5 teams in the history of the league have overcome a 2-0 deficit in the finals to win. Last team that did that was 2021. They had a guy that was called a freak on that, just like this team. They called Giannis Antetokounmpo the Greek freak. Bucks did it in 2001. So it has been done before. Did the Bucks lose the first two on the road? I'm sorry, at home or on the road? Who'd they play? Who'd the Bucks play in the final?
The Phoenix Suns.
Absolutely right. Now that's a weird one to think about right now, isn't it? The Bucks and the Suns played in the NBA Finals just 5 years ago.
Yes, and look at where those squads are now.
That's my point. Yeah, it's exactly my point. All right, so you got that. All right, we're open for business today. 505-246-0610. That's how to find us here on The Sports Animal. 505-246-0610. Your emails will come in this morning, as they always do. Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the X is _JJ Buck. On TV, Adrian's producing on the television side. We are on Xfinity Channel 26 all throughout the state of New Mexico. We are on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, and on the YouTube channel for ProView Networks. Got a few things that I'm fishing today, trying to get you some stuff, but we'll get into the pit and the NCAA and what they were trying to do. Jeff Kramer broke down some of the scenarios, some of the obstacles, some of the rules, some of the criteria. We'll get there. We'll get through a whole weekend. The hockey, I mean, Saturday night hockey was every game is better than the last. I want to get there as well. And in fact, that's what we'll do when we get back, because spectacular. The game before was really good. And the way this one ends, bonkers. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
What's up, guys? David Pollack here.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Internet.
On San Pedro, doing car care right.
John Thomas Jewelers is my spot. Maybe you're going to be looking for a brand new New York Knicks championship ring or something. Maybe he'll make something special for you over at John Thomas Jewelers. They make all kinds of beautiful jewelry. Was by there a couple times over the last few weeks. It is a experience at John Thomas Jewelers. This isn't a jewelry store. This is a whole experience. The best, most vast, most beautiful selection of bridal rings anywhere in the city. And they've got a dedicated bridal bar, a state-of-the-art showroom, a private diamond viewing area, a glass enclosed design lab where you get to watch your ring come to life from concept to custom creation. All happens right before your eyes. Jewelry the way it should be. It's transparent, it's innovative, and it is uniquely yours. This is why John Thomas Jewelers is my jeweler. They source their diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. They go there and find the best, beautiful, most beautiful, brightest diamonds that they can find and bring them back for you. John Thomas Jewelers is also the only jeweler in Albuquerque offering a free lifetime nationwide warranty and the exclusive home of the no regrets engagement ring. That means if she does not love the ring, you have 1 year to bring it back and they will redesign it at no extra cost. Go visit them. Their brand new stunning showroom is on the second floor at 10501 Montgomery Northeast, right between Dion's and El Patron. 10501 Montgomery Northeast. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged. We are the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. This is a good segment now. I like, like Friday, the last segment has kind of become Terry's. I like this early one during this run being Dan's. Hello, Dan. How you living?
Hey, I'm living good, fellas. Hey, last Friday night, San Antonio had a chance to knock the Knicks off. They had a chance to end their winning streak in their own backyard, and they failed. And I don't blame Wemby. I think that guy's going to have a great future in front of him. However, and I said it before, this kid is young, and he doesn't have the physical strength. You guys were talking about him taking a 17-foot jump shot. Did he have the legs for that jump shot? I don't think so. And you're right. How come he didn't roll to the basket? How come they didn't take at least 2 shots at that basket? Have Bob throw a ball up. If he misses, get the rebound, try to put it in. They laid too much on that kid. And, it's a lot of pressure, man. There's a lot of pressure on that guy. And I don't blame him for losing that the game. The Knicks gave him to him. The Knicks should have lost. The Knicks should have lost the other night, and they did. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to sweep them right out of the building come tonight and Wednesday night. There's no way San Antonio is going to win a game in Madison Square Garden. The Knicks have not been home in over a month. And they got, a 12, 13-game winning streak going on right now, and nobody's stopping them. And I don't see these guys. They're going to Madison Square Garden for crying out loud. They're a young team. And that crowd is going to be out of their minds. That city is out of their minds right now. And, I think they're going to keep San Antonio in New Jersey. They're not even going to bring them into the city until the game starts because they don't want the fans over there at the hotels and stuff. But I'll tell you what, the Knicks were good. San Antonio, they had their opportunities. They blew it. And I think the Knicks are going to send them packing in the next 2 games, fellas.
Appreciate you, Dan. And I agree with almost everything you said. I do. I think they had their chance. This feels like a sweep, doesn't it? I mean, they're just walking into a hornet's nest. Now, we can sit here tomorrow morning, and everything we think is turned over, right? They could put on a performance, and the kid could grow up in front of us, and De'Aaron Fox could have a great game. San Antonio's got a nice young. They do. I think what they're walking into tonight.
It's going to be nuts. Now, for the city, I'm really interested to see what happens outside of it, because it's not just been inside MSG, it's been kind of outside in the vibe and what that city's become, but they'll figure it out. You might push it a few more blocks away, but people will be in the streets, they'll be enjoying the time, and what happens in the court is a team that, man, you can trust in the biggest moments. There's no quit, there's no give up, but, it was anytime there's a last shot that's missed, we're going to question where the player got the ball, who was taking the shot, what were they doing. The Spurs, was that the swing and the miss? Possibly, but they took a little bit of a step forward. But can you do that on the road?
Yeah. Yes. Is it fair? I think it is, because we all believe Victor Wembanyama is the next hit, right? Like he's the next hit in the league. Is it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So is it fair to make a comparison to LeBron James?
Absolutely.
All right. LeBron made his very first NBA Finals appearance in 2007. How old is Victor Wembanyama?
22.
LeBron was 22 years old. It was his 4th season. This is Victor's 3rd season, correct? LeBron and the Cavs, it was their first ever finals for the Cavaliers, obviously not for the Spurs. But they were swept by the Spurs 4-0. Now, again, it's premature to say that the Spurs are getting swept. But I think there is something to learning. You've been doing this with me for 18 plus years. I'm a big believer in learning how to win. Well, Jeff, what have the Knicks ever learned how to win? Well, they've learned how to win playoff series up to this point. Well, so have the Spurs. Yeah, but it's been years. A number of years as opposed to 3 series. I thought the Spurs learned a lot in the Oklahoma City series. They knocked off the champions. They knocked off the champions on the road in Game 7. It's commendable. It's good. They're on their way. The other team is a veteran team who's been down this road for the last couple of years. Is on a heater right now. You go up and down the roster, when it's all said and done, when we look at it 10, 15 years from now and we say who had a better roster, I don't know. Let's watch what the Spurs become. We may look at it and go, wow, the Spurs had a way better roster. Karl Anthony Towns is playing maybe the best basketball of his life, right? And there is something to the moment. There is something to getting to that point and figuring it out. And look, the shot goes down and we're having a totally different conversation, right? He hits a 17-footer and you're like, they figured it out. Look at them. They all grew up right in front of our eyes. They were down 14 in the last 4 minutes. They came back. Look out. We have a series. And right, that's the conversation. If that shot dropped, pedal, it didn't. Right? And so now here we are, and they're going to
Stephen Castle, Dylan Harper have the potential to become really good dudes. But the Knicks have those guys right. Because we're talking about, and I knew this was going to be the case. Like Jalen Brunson was 7 of 25.
He hasn't played great. Oh, your MVP's Cat.
Yeah, Karl Towns MVP of the series with what he's been able to do, his efficiency, his rebounding, and the fact that he's able to force turnovers on Victor Wembanyama, which no one else has been able to do this entire season. It's the seasoning of those other players and just the efficiency outside of Jalen Brunson, which we knew was going to be tough because we saw what this team just did to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Mid-range monster, but still it's Brunson steps up in the clutch moments. What you're getting out of Mikal Bridges, 8 of 13, 4 of 6 from 3, and you're the Spurs. Like it's one like you didn't get blowed out the bill. You lost by 1 point at home, and you're asking for 1 or 2 more possessions, and that's what you can get out of the New York Knicks. And you're just not getting that out of the Spurs right now because, yeah, you can nitpick what you want, but, De'Aaron got you 20, Castle, Vassell, Harper, all scored in double digits. Lost by one because Wembanyama threw it off the back of Castle.
All right. Keep them coming in this 505-246-0610. Man, it is hot. Is it hot in there? All right. He emails Jeff at sportsanimalabbq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabbq.com. When we get back, I do want to get into hockey. I want to get into the pit as well. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf.
Talk about the bid that UNM has put in to be the host of those regional, or I guess we used to call them first four. What are we calling them now? The opening round, I believe, is what they're going to be called. I believe their opening round game of the NCAA tournament. Dayton's one of the sites, and Albuquerque attempting to be the other side. I think would be ideal. And so I want to talk to him about the bid, kind of answer some of the questions, man. I mean, there's been so many stories going around on why it hasn't been here and just what the process is on the 77-page application that they put in. So Ryan's going to join us coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Please don't think I'm preaching at you. But if you miss Saturday night's hockey, you missed something special. The one before it was incredible when Carolina won game 2 in overtime and came back. This game was over. The second intermission show with Levy and Mark Messier and PK Subban. By the way, who's dressing PK Subban? He's making a statement every day. He's making a statement. They were done. Like, it was over. They were already off to game 4. The Golden Knights had won this game. It was 4-0. Carolina pulled their goaltender, and it was over. And then within 39 seconds, mid-third period, Carolina scored 3 goals. Bang, bang, bang. It's 4-3. Holy bleep, what's going on? They get the equalizer. We go to overtime. We go to a second overtime. And at 5:38 of the second overtime, Shea Theodore gets credit for the goal that bounced off the backboard, and as the defenseman was trying to clear it, it bounced off the back of Brandon Busby, the goaltender's skate, and into the net, and that's how that thing ended. It was fabulous. This series, and the announcers, and I think Sean McDonough does a great job. They're talking about, is this the best start of a Stanley Cup final ever?
Oh, absolutely. It's in contention. It's been crazy. And it's even more than that. It's the fact that Vegas had 2 disallowed goals.
Yes.
In part of that broadcast.
Early on.
Before they're 4-0.
Yeah.
And their best player, Mitch Marner, who already had a hat trick.
The fastest hat trick.
Had a penalty shot saved to make it 5-0.
Yeah. So those are 3 more that they could have had. Yeah.
So you're looking at 8 potential goals. They scored 4 in regulation before getting the game winner in double overtime. And, for Carolina, even just how they scored the game tying goal, chaos in front of the net, and one of the the Vegas defenders plows a Canes forward into the back of the net, puts the goalie out of position, it goes in. And when you are pushing the goaltender, it is no goal. There is no goal interference. If someone pushes you into the path,
it was really interesting. So when the puck went in the net for Carolina to score the game-tying goal, there was a guy in a Carolina sweater in the net, sitting in the net. Yes. He beat the puck into the net. And John Tortorella, the coach of Vegas, considered the challenge. And you recall the game prior, he challenged late, lost the challenge. And remember, the penalty, if you lose the challenge, is a 2-minute minor. And on that power play is when Carolina tied it up and sent it into overtime. And so he opted to not, and everybody's telling me that was the right call. And so it was a good thing that he didn't. But there were so many. You're right. I forgot about the 2 goals that were disallowed early before they scored their first one that counted. There was a penalty shot. Marner missed it. This game, look, I'm not going to preach it. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But if it is, it was. This series has been fabulous. The hockey playoffs overall this year, like they always are, have been great. But this Vegas-Carolina series is just bomb. Just bomb. Yeah, we set up all night, dude. Like, Addie had a 6 a.m. shift, and she's like, I just want this thing to end. But she wasn't going to bed. I had a 7:50-something tea time. Important thing.
Yes.
But nobody was going to bed without watching the end of this thing. It was tremendous. And if you like the hockey, man, I know you like that. All right. Locally over the weekend, New Mexico United wins at home USL Cup third round of group play. So United is at 6 points in Group 2 standings with El Paso. Colorado Springs clinched the group with 9. So the top 7 teams from the 7 group and the number one seed, the number one second place team advance. So all the top teams, right? So all the teams who win their groups advance, and then the top second place team. Is that how I'm reading this?
That is correct. This is just essentially like the NBA Cup. Like, what is it going? It's just a cup they're playing for in the middle of the season between all the USL teams.
All right, so they're in or out? Or they have another group stage game or what?
Not in yet.
Okay. Are they out yet?
Not out yet.
All right.
Let's see who is going to be that best second place team.
Well, who and so do they break the tie by head to head, or do they go goal differential? Because if they're
because they're not, I don't think they're playing a bunch of group crossover games.
Right, but if they're tied with El Paso,
yeah, it's goals. I would assume
it goes to goals, not head to head. Because didn't El Paso beat them like 4-0? And this it was in the USL. Yeah, I know. All right, so that happened, but a big win for New Mexico United over the weekend in group play. Topes 10-9. They get beat last night. They were up 9-8 in the bottom of the 8th. They've dropped 4 of 6 in the series, and they're now in 4th place. 4 games behind first place Sacramento. There's 12 games left in the first half. They will open a 6-game series up in Tacoma, Washington on Tuesday. That'll be a day game tomorrow, 12:35 our time, 11:35 up there. So a disappointing series because they had a lot of they went in there with some momentum. And then the Chupacabras were on the road yesterday in Tucson. The Sugar Skulls returned the opening kickoff of the game for a touchdown, set the scene early, 48-22. The Chupacabras got beat on the road in IFL action by the Tucson Sugar Skulls. So that's your local stuff. Donovan Portery, by the way, went the whole way. Kind of interesting, isn't it, that he's been the guy now? They were up against their former quarterback, Jerome Johnson, who threw for 3 touchdowns. Portery, 2 touchdowns and an interception, 21 for 32, 145 yards. They've completely gone away from Harry Rubidoux, right? They made the trade. They traded Jerome Johnson. They got Rubidoux. They played him in the IFL Cup. They got beat, and it's been Donovan, a 39-year-old guy. And I don't know where Kyle Moore Brown is, if this is it the rest of the way. And, at this point, you're not getting to the playoffs. So what is it you're trying to do? And is it Donovan, 39? I don't know what they're going to do the rest of the way.
Just trying to win games.
Right?
I don't really know what the contract situations are. If it makes sense to sit there and try to develop quarterback in IFL play. You're trying to be competitive, put an entertaining product out there, and get people to Tingley Coliseum.
Yeah, they'll be on the road next week, back at Tingley Coliseum on Father's Day. Next up, they will be in San Antonio. That'll be on Saturday, and then the following Sunday, home against Northern Arizona, the team they beat. So they're 1-9. They've lost 7 in a row, and the struggles of a expansion franchise. I watched most of the game yesterday. It's one of those. They're not that bad. They're right there. It's plays. It's kicks. It's just you get beat 48-22. All right. When we get back, let's start the conversation on this the pit bid, and then Ryan Berriman's going to join us coming up at 8:00 to talk about the athletic director over at the University of New Mexico. But UNM visit Albuquerque. Do think there's an opportunity to get into the mix. June 12th is the deadline to get the application in. Today is the 8th, and there's going to be another preliminary round, an opening round of NCAA tournament games, and can the pit be the host? We'll talk about that when we get back. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace.
Not sure what you want, but you know you got to do something. You want to do something. Ashley and the design team are going to come out, look at your space, talk to you and your family, and they're going to create what you've wanted for years. You're going to get unbelievable enjoyment from this transformation. Remember, call them now and have them come out and enjoy the heart of the summer. Enjoy this time that we spend outside. LaBarge Landscape. I recommend them. Family-owned, family-operated, licensed, bonded, and insured. 505-345-3000 is the number. 505-345-3000. Before you call, go online. LaBarge, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, LaBargeLandscape.net. Bounce around the gallery. Look at the pictures. All these are beautiful landscapes. You can have one as well. 505-345-3000, whether your project is small or large. The answer is easy. It is LaBarge Landscape. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Gophers Inn said we were robbed of a Triple Crown winner because of a human decided load management was more important than a place in history, Jeff. Yeah, we could have had a potential Triple Crown. We did not. Mike's in on the ice scopes. Jeff Alou, this wasn't the end of the series, but Albuquerque's AAA baseball team needed dropping 4 lengths back with 12 to run. It's getting close to needing to run the table. Fair. Dan thinks the playoffs are too long. Jeffrey and returning Juan Jose. For years, the OD has said the tournament needs to go back to shorter, earlier rounds. We have it. Some of you have it. Does this gain traction after I heard tons of screaming heads yell this weekend? Look at all the injuries. Snores are exhausted. The playoffs are too long. No. Like, it can get all the traction it wants. You know what speaks? And I think you do. Money. They're not giving up games.
Money, money, money.
They're not giving up games. They're not giving up TV windows and revenue. They're just not. Would it be more competitive? I don't know. Would it be? I don't know. This has not been a great playoff overall. Playoffs themselves, I mean, they haven't been bad. Like pizza, when it's bad, it's still pretty good, but, you know.
It's going to happen when you have 16 teams playing in the postseason. Some of the rounds aren't going to be good.
Right. That's what we got. All right. UNM and Visit Albuquerque are looking to get the pit back in the mix, and they are going to submit a bid for the NCAA preliminary round. Starting next season, there will be 6 other preliminary round games played at a site the NCAA says it wants out. They currently play in Dayton. We've talked for years, it's a very similar basketball market to Dayton. There's history here. There's passion here. There's a beautiful building there. There's potentially some hurdle. The pit. Ryan Behrman's going to join us here in about 10 minutes. And we're going to talk to the AD at UNM about the process and some of the things in here. JJ, I thought there were a couple of things that are really interesting. The size of the footprint of the court, right? And I did not know that they had made an exception for Dayton. Did you?
I didn't.
Okay. Typical court that the NCAA gives you is 60 feet by 116. So 60 feet wide, 116 feet long for the first 4. 60 by 120 for the region. Okay, so 60 by 116 is what you got to remember. The pit available space is 70 by 114. So plenty of width. Are we really, is really 2 feet? Is that the issue? Like literally. 70 by 114, they need 60 by 116. Is that really what we're talking about here? We're talking about 2 feet, 24 inches. Would keep them out.
I don't think the court is as big of a downside as the other.
Okay, so that would be the video screen from the ring.
Potential probably locker room space.
How many teams would you have in here? Yeah, we'll talk to Ryan about that.
But I thought what Historic Grammar did on this was really good about bringing those numbers up, because we've had that conversation so many times of really what is it? You've had it. You take a row away if you want to be in this conversation. But what I really do appreciate about this is put your bid together, and then you can get some feedback and show that you want to be a part of this. And it's going to be a challenge because there's some, I'm sure, a lot nicer arenas.
Promise. Much more, nicer, meaning newer, more modern, spacious arena. Yeah. More comfortable.
Like, how much can you sell? Let's play basketball in a basketball venue.
All right, so let's just say, and I'm going to tug some out of my lower crevice because I don't know who else is in there. But let's just say Dallas or Phoenix or, I mean, even Vegas. I don't think it would go to Vegas because I think, I just Boise. Okay, they got a newer, more modern arena,
and they're in the. I think they are making a bid as well.
I think they are too. They have seats instead of benches. Does that matter for the fan? They've got, do they have more locker room space? Is it more modern? I mean, what do you have? Do you sell your fan base? Yeah, cool, but they're going to give you 3,000 people in the building. We're going to give you 12. You're looking at me with trepidation. All right, let me go there. If let's just say you got the first preliminary round. All right, so you're getting 2 nights. You're getting 3 games a day. Because right now it's 2, but I think it's going up to 3 games a day. All right, your first game is going to be Texas Southern versus Prairie View, and you're going to get, 2 11 seeds. It could be North Carolina versus, USC, and Santa Clara versus Dayton. What kind of crowd in that 15,411 seat building do you realistically think we're getting in Albert? 10,000? Are basketball fans just going to go out? And I think they will, to be honest with you. I can't sit here and say they're going to pack it at 15-4. And the Lobos, if they ever got in, would go to Dayton. They would never you don't get to play them at home. So what's realistic to think? As you're out there, and maybe, Ryan's thought this through, and I love that the team at Visit Albuquerque is involved with this as well, because and Tanya Armenta and her team are fabulous. And they've done great work selling this destination, and you can see some of their language in the bid, but selling this destination and bringing events in that maybe you don't see, whether they're conventions or judo competitions or whatever they are. Visit Albuquerque is bringing events in year round. But what's a fair number? 10? 8?
And what Shedden talked to Ryan about too, is this a process where they're going to award someone and then give them X amount of years of it? Is it the site they pick, that's where they want to be for the extended amount of time?
Well, I got to believe it will be an extended contract. I mean, there's got to be a sunset on Dayton's deal, right? It can't be forever. Maybe it is. I don't know. I always wonder about that, like with Omaha or baseball or softball in Oklahoma City. I mean, there's probably a sunset on it, right? That they figure we're just going to renew anyway. But I mean, nothing's forever. I don't think. By the way, the NC State 30 for 30 aired this week. I ran across that. Educated my daughter on that a little bit, on why the Pits did. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I'm interested in this. And then the money side, right? Is it something that you want to do for money? Is it something you want to do for prestige? Ryan in this story said it's probably not a money maker. But I think it's a holistic investment into economic development in our city and the tourism. I think that's very, very real, including the kind of economic or non-economic exposure for the school, the city, and the state. I mean, hotels would benefit. Although, look, I don't know what kind of travel you get for those.
But Dayton's been hosting it since 2011.
No, they're the only place that's hosted the first 4. But I mean, you announced on Selection Sunday, and you got teams here on Tuesday. I don't know what kind of travel you're getting. I don't know, and I want to talk to Ryan. I don't think they get ticket revenue. I think they get just a flat number, a rental fee. And the NCAA controls all the tickets. Ryan Behrman next. We'll talk to him about the Pit, the NCAA tournament, the preliminary rounds. How realistic is this? Why is it important? And what's fair to expect? It's the opening drive. He's JJ Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sport Town.
Taste whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes it.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of
essentially a site for the preliminary rounds of the NCAA tournament. It's the opening drive, Jeff Sabieta, JJ Buck. I think you know the NCAA tournament is expanding, and there will be, it's happening this coming season, and there will be another preliminary round. There's Dayton, is what we've called the first 4. Now there's going to be an additional 6 games, and where are they going to be? And Albuquerque is putting in a bid for hosting those games. So is it worth it? Let me walk you through some scenarios, okay? Is it worth it? It doesn't sound like it's a money maker, okay? It would be good for the economic impact. It would be good for profile. I don't believe it brings a ton of fans. It's a quick turnaround. There will be relatively high ticket prices, and I don't know what exactly that turns into for local. And how many would go? I mean, 6,500, 8,000, 10,000? Like, what's a fair number to expect as far as attendance? So there's a lot of things. We've talked for, I don't know, it seems years about the court size and what the NCAA requires and all that. So Ryan Berryman is the athletic director at the University of New Mexico. He, along with Visit Albuquerque, Tanya Armenta, and her team are putting together the bid. It is due June 12th. And on short notice, and I appreciate his flexibility this morning, Ryan Berriman joins us on the Sports Animal. Good morning, Ryan. How you doing? You with us? All right, I got a bad connection on that. You want to let's try to reestablish that. All right, let's call him back. Not sure where that was, but where? So I don't know that there's risk. I mean, I'm going to imagine there's risk. But I as we walk through the financials, I'm going to guess the way I understand it is there's a rental fee. The NCAA would come in and give you a flat fee to cover you. But as far as ticket revenue, I believe that all goes to the NCAA. So this is a prestige, certainly. And I gotta believe when you look at Dayton and how they've done, they've done okay. All right, let's try that again. Ryan, good morning. How you doing?
Morning, guys. You got me this time?
Yeah, way better. Thanks. Well, this is an endeavor, huh? 77-page application to go out and try to bring the NCAA back. I think it's the right thing, and I know you guys do, obviously, because the process you're going through. More hurdles than you thought, more complicated, or is it pretty much kind of the stuff that you thought? You just got to you explain to them why this is a good site.
Yeah, I think it's multifaceted. We've gone through the bid process before. Obviously, this one's on a little bit more of an abbreviated schedule given the recent decision to expand the tournament. And so, major kudos to our events crew and then the team at Visit Albuquerque for doing that on an accelerated timeline. But super exciting opportunity, right? We don't want to let this moment go by without making our intentions known. And so, obviously, we're super eager to host if we're afforded the opportunity, and we'll do whatever it takes to accommodate the NCAA.
I think that's right. So financially, is it a flat rental fee? I think NCAA would get all the ticket revenue, correct? So is there a risk for UNM, or are you guys covered financially?
Jeff, that's a good question. We haven't got into the nuts and bolts of, how individual revenue items, are split and what have you. Obviously we just hosted the NIT, which is under a similar model. And certainly we came out just fine, but the majority of the revenues, belong to the NCAA as an NCAA event. So I think the true impact is what it does for the city in terms of tourism and economic impact. And then the things that are harder to measure in terms of exposure and having our brand and our facility out there as well.
I'm going to guess in tourism is an interesting part because teams that are close might get here. It's a 2 to 3 day travel. It's announced on Sunday. Brackets they're here on Tuesday and or Wednesday and or Thursday, right? And it might even be Monday, right? We're trying to play into the main bracket. So it's a quick tourism piece. Have you guys, I'm going to guess there's been some sort of study done on how Dayton deals with it, how they do ticket prices, the local market, and how they do as far as the team travel. And if they get a regional team coming out of Indiana or Ohio, they probably do a lot better than they do when they get USC.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's some of that. Same thing. We've explored it at kind of a couple inches deep level. If this were to accelerate, we get a little deeper in our research and our preparation in those realms. But I think Albuquerque compared to Dayton is very similar in terms of the basketball passion. You have these big markets that maybe don't have pro teams that love college basketball and have demonstrated an interest in college basketball for decades. So there's a lot of similarities there, in my opinion.
Ryan, one of the things we've also seen is the WWE announcement, and you're hungry to continue to put the pit in these situations. What is it about maybe the past that you're saying, hey, stuff that was said about this building might not be true, to where you're having these conversations, you're talking to, these entertainment industries about the venue the pit can be to host events?
Yeah, I think every athletic department in the country right now is pressed to explore creative ways to drive new revenue, right? And when we look at our venues, they're one of the biggest assets we have. And we have 18 men's basketball games, 18 women's basketball games, and 7 football games with our home games, and obviously Jeff's bowl game. And so the rest of the time, right, those venues are open for business within reason. And so we're anxiously exploring some of those new options to help drive revenue. I mean, I even think about volleyball being in the pit this year is just a new angle, a new wrinkle. We'll see if it works. So we're pretty excited about that too. But just finding ways to drive new revenue is certainly key in this new environment.
Ryan Berriman, UNM Athletic Director, joining us on the opening drive. And, this wasn't new, but now that you're in a position to, spearhead more of these efforts, what excites you about just the response so far that you've seen with the willingness of people to work with you, or even this project going present to the NCAA?
Yeah, this project in particular is really fun because it's really been a team effort from our entire staff. We have people in every area of the organization chipping in, and hopefully you guys received our pamphlet in the mail in the last few days. That was a team effort to put that together. And so, yeah, just seeing people rally behind some of these causes and the city included it is really exciting, because I think we all know what this type of event can do for all of us. And as I mentioned earlier, we just want to make our intentions known. It's probably not the greatest analogy, but if you don't ask someone to prom, you don't know if they're going to say yes or no. And so we're going to make sure everyone knows our intention and that we're really eager to host.
I think it's a really good analogy. I mean, you miss every shot you don't take, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. She's not going to the prom if you don't ask her. So at least she's not going with you. We've talked for years, it feels like, about this and the pit itself, the footprint, the floor size, the overhead scoreboard, all of those things, which obviously you're going to have to address. As I'm reading Jeff's story this morning, I mean, it feels like your footprint falls 2 feet short of what they're looking for as far as the length of the floor. It sounds like they've made a exception for Dayton. I mean, we're not really talking about you guys wouldn't get this because there's 2 feet short. You jackhammer out one row or half a row, right? I mean, explain where we are, because we've had so many conversations on what is real, what is not. Why has the pit not gotten an NCAA tournament back in all these years? What's the reality?
Yeah, there's a 80-page document of requirements from the last time the bid cycle opened, and that was a number of years ago now for tournaments, and I believe it was 27, 28, 29, and 30. And so, if you just reference that, and Jeff's article alludes to that a little bit, there's some structural limitations in terms of the court size. Like you said, we have the beauty of having all of our seats as close to the floor as possible. But when you have these, custom cut courts, branded courts that maybe move from venue to venue from one year to the next, it is short there. But I firmly believe that's an obstacle that we could overcome. The manual also speaks to consideration being given to a center hung video board. It doesn't articulate that it's a requirement, right? And so I think same thing with the NCAA is looking at revenue. Center hung video board can produce some additional corporate sponsorship space there. And so there's some of that, but there's nothing that totally rules out our facility. And I think all of these obstacles that people have identified can be overcome. And I choose to look at all the positives. We submitted a bid to host, and it's the front page of the local newspaper today. I don't know how many markets where that's the case. Right. So I think there's a lot of positives we bring to the table. It's easy to get hung up on some of the negatives, but yeah, I think if there's a will, there's a way.
And you're front and center on award-winning radio. I mean, that should go a long way. You should put that at the top of the top of the application as well.
I'll add that to the application.
Yeah, locker room space sufficient. How many locker rooms? We've all been through that building, JD. And I honestly don't know how many locker rooms you have.
Yeah, so at mid ramp, which is kind of half. When you get to the top of the ramp, we have 4 locker rooms there for teams and an official locker room. You go up the stairs to what we would call street level. There's an additional 2 locker rooms, which our 2 programs use. So 6 locker rooms in total, and the ability to pop up a few more if we need to in some other spaces that maybe don't function as a locker room day to day, but we have space with the practice facility attached.
And then you got the Davalos that could certainly serve as a media center as well, right?
Yep.
Ryan Behrman, UNM's athletic director, is with us for a few more minutes.
Ryan, one of the things that you've mentioned is what just would mean for Albuquerque and putting, the pit, putting this fan base, this city, this state out there. How much pride do you take in that aspect of it, of showing, yes, you're the University of New Mexico athletic director, but really buying into and showing people what you mean about pride in your state?
Yeah, it's huge for me, right? I think, I've talked about this before, just how this athletic department can be a beacon of pride for folks throughout the state and put all of us on the map in different ways. And so this is obviously a huge opportunity to do that. And we're leaning in not only to the university's assets in this process, but the community's assets in terms of how we embrace these types of events, how attendance thrives in these environments, how the fan base rallies around these things. And so it's obviously, UNM and the Tourism Bureau submitting a bid, but it's going to take all of us, if we're fortunate enough to have this opportunity, to maximize it, right? And I think that's something we really leaned into in this process. And I just really think when you look at basketball-dominated cities in the West, we're up there with the best of them, and I really think we'd be a great Dayton of the West.
Now, Ryan, on that, so do you know ballpark? I guess Dayton would be the benchmark on this. What ticket prices would be from range to range? And then what would you expect attendance would be? I guess it's got to be part of the pitch is we think we'd get 8,000, 10,000, whatever it would be. What would you expect on a Tuesday night, Prairie View A&M versus, I don't know, Stony Brook for the first game, and then, North Carolina State versus Oregon for a second game, something like that? What would you expect?
Yeah, so for the first part of your question, Jeff, I have some of that data. I'm traveling right now, so I don't have it in front of me. So we'll dive into that as this ramps up, and it might change as well, given what seeds come here versus Dayton kind of thing. But same thing, right? I think it's an NCAA tournament game is still an NCAA tournament game, and if we're fortunate enough to have that opportunity to put our venue and our city on the map in that scenario, we would need everybody to buy into the fact that we might have a 12 versus 12 or a 16 versus 16. But they all matter the same because it shows proof of concept for future opportunities. And so we would need all of us. Like I said, it wouldn't just be the athletic department and what we can do. We would need people to buy into the event being here in our city.
So what's your biggest thing in the bid? When you're I don't know if it's all written. I'm going to guess it'll be at some point. Hopefully you get to an oral stage or presentation part. But like your presentation is what for the pitch should be a host for these preliminary rounds?
Yeah, honestly, I could probably take a page from your book, Jeff, right? When you talk about the bowl game and your ability to bring teams here and bring ESPN here. But, we've leaned into, we have a 3-page pamphlet that we've sent out to media members just to share some awareness about our facility. And we're leaning into the city, the cost of travel, the recent airport renovations, the proximity, how close we are to the airport, our community's willingness to engage from hotels to tourism partners to everyone else to make this happen, and to our demonstrated, proof of concept and historical context of how we've done with attendance in past NCAA tournaments. We included a section in that pamphlet that included every single past NCAA event that we've hosted, and the attendance is amazing. And so, we're leaning into every asset that we have to try to make this pitch, and I really hope we're afforded the opportunity to have that kind of in-person opportunity to double down on a lot of that.
Yeah, I hope so too. And we went through something very similar back in 2006, and we worked with Visit Albuquerque, New Mexico Tourism Department, and we presented to the NCAA, and we leaned into all those things about how vibrant this community is, how hungry it is for national level events to be able to not just showcase our community, but to enjoy our community. And I remember when we made the presentation, the fact that we were buttoned up, and I think this is a great thing that you're doing, that you're paired with Visit Albuquerque, that you're in concert with them. We presented, we obviously had our television partner in ESPN, we had Visit Albuquerque, at the time the Albuquerque Special Visitors Bureau, and tourism, and really kind of thrived on the hunger that this market has, the passion of its fans, what does, how it shows out, and all the proximity stuff, the airport and everything. And we got a call within an hour that we were licensed for an event. And I hope that works that way for you, because I think you're doing it the right way, and I think you're doing the right thing for this community. And there's so many people that are hungry for this, and I do think it would work here, and I do think this is the right spot. Do you have any idea what the competition is and who it is?
I don't at this point. I think there's a lot of rumors online, and some athletic departments have made it known that they're also planning to bid. I saw that from Boise State, Kansas City. I've heard rumored, Fort Worth I've heard rumored. Once again, these are all rumors. I think there's going to be a lot of bids submitted. It's going to be a highly competitive process, and so like I said, it's certainly not a guarantee, but we're going to put our best foot forward because we don't want to have any regrets after the fact.
Yep. Good luck with this. Appreciate your flexibility this morning, jumping on with us last minute on this, but we're here if there's any information you want to get out. I think this is one of those where it's probably a 95-5 issue, right? I think people here would love to see this happen and love to see it come back to the iconic pit. And it feels like the right place. So best of luck with this.
Thanks, Jeff. And if we do make it to that next stage, I'll pay your consulting fee so you can come help us with that next pitch. So look forward
I'm
to it.
happy to help in any way I can, man. I've been down this road, and just getting that phone call is just one of those great celebration moments, and that's when the work really begins. And I think you know that. So we're here for whatever we can do. Good luck with this.
No doubt. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
See you, Ryan Behrman, the athletic director at UNM. And I do appreciate it. I've been through this process. We went to Orlando, and we were with Visit Albuquerque, and a lot. That's the group with whom he's working at the time. They were ACVB, Albuquerque Convention Visitors Bureau. Connie was part of that team. And I remember the presentation, and I remember the room, and I remember how it went. I remember how buttoned up we were, and I remember getting the call, an hour later. Literally, it was an hour that we were licensed, and we were going to be a game. This was in April, and we were going to be a game that year. And we were at dinner that night in downtown Disney. Clint knows my boss knows the name of the place. And I was like, okay, you guys you got to buy up this domain name, and you should call this person and this person. And they're like, would you be willing to leave the governor's employ and become our executive director? That's how I got the job.
And there you go.
Literally. And that was, what's today's the 8th? It was, I started June 19th, 20 years ago. So next week's my 20-year anniversary, which is kind of wish them the best, and I appreciate Ryan jumping in. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Hour.
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Only pay for what you need.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside.
Here it can be both. Texas is football, right? I get it. I mean, Fort Worth should apply for that. I'd like to see them go to the Mountain or Pacific time zone. I would. I'd like to, with that being in the Eastern time zone in Dayton, I think they want to go a little bit west of that. But look, man, I think there's a lot to this, and I think they're doing it the right way. And I know how Visit Albuquerque worked, and I know that UNM's working with them, and they're going to put this thing together, and it's going to be really cool. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. But I'm going to tell you, you go into this and say we've got as big a shot as anybody. And by the way, the floor thing, do we finally have an answer on this? So it's basically 2 feet short, right? 24 freaking inches. I mean, I got to believe if everything else, you're the leader in everything else, we're going to figure out a way to lop a foot off of each side of the court, right? 1 foot on each side. Am I wrong?
No, I think I'm just, it's one of those, you go into an interview and you have something in your mind, you don't ask it. I wonder, not necessarily just to put the floor in, but like media availability around the court, like like cameras, etc. And I know a lot of the TV companies love to complain when they have to come in.
Well, okay, so the story says you needed to be 60 feet wide and the pit is 70. So it looks like there's plenty of room. It is tight behind the scores. I mean, you've been there, I've been there. It's hard to walk back. It is tight. Look, there's no argument. From some of the modern amenity from some of the comfort, and I asked you a million times, for whom are we doing this? Who's this for? And the answer in this one's going to be for everybody, right? The answer is going to be for the media, for the fans, for the NCAA, for the players. It's for everybody. There's no argument. You've broadcast games in more comfortable, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure you've broadcast games in more electric arenas.
No.
Okay. So atmosphere versus modern day comfort. To your point, man, you have a ADA required, what's the right way? What am I trying to say? You know, a reporter in a wheelchair, okay, who needs seating, so they need help down the ramp, right? He or she has to use the restroom in the middle of the first half. I mean, it's an issue, right? How you getting him or her to their seat media row if it's in a wheelchair? I don't know the answer to that, right? Because media row, as we know it, is 5 rows up stairs. Now, there'll be some accessibility. That whole Lobo level will be probably media, right?
Yeah, I would assume that would change, because that would not be a no-go for NCAA tournament coverage.
What do you mean?
A media row?
Yeah. It's not going to be one row, obviously. No, you've been to the NCAA tournament. I've been to the NCAA tournament. I mean, it's if you've got, what did they say, 6 games? What do we got? We got 8 teams there. How many did we expand to? We went from 68 to 76. Is that correct? So we added 8 more teams. So let's just say you have 8 teams, or maybe it's 10. I don't even know what the number is going to be, but you got 8. So that's 8 teams of local media, television, newspaper, internet. I mean, yeah. So, but you've got plenty of room for it. Don't get me wrong. You're plenty accessible. You've got plenty of room for that. It's the accessibility, and then to your point, the comfort, right?
And that's been evident that the NCAA tournament, the first couple rounds, Dayton's done a good job. You get a buzz there, but it's not about atmosphere.
What's it about? In Dayton?
No, Dayton, I think they bought into it. There's a buzz. There's some atmosphere there.
Oh, you're talking about the next round.
First and second round games you watch. You're in a nice arena. You got your thing, but
yeah. I'm watching a game in Pittsburgh, and it's 11 o'clock at night, and there's 2 good teams. I mean, North Carolina's playing Oklahoma or something, and the place looks empty. No, I agree with that. All right, 505-246-0610. I'd love your thoughts on the Pitt and potentially getting back into the NCAA men's tournament business. I think that would be wonderful. DraftKings is live in all 50 states. Yes, DraftKings is live at all 50 states. That means New Mexico. The whole world's watching this one tournament starting this week. The World Cup starts this week. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in New Mexico. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or you're watching that late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, and it's all in one app right here in New Mexico. The world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. Listen to this. New DraftKings customers, sign up with the code ANIMAL, like as in sports animal. The code is ANIMAL. You spend $5 and you get $200 in total rewards. The code is ANIMAL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
New Mexico's famed spring winds are here, and you might have tree branches that are no match.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito.
I got breaking news for you, and I'm not going to lie. This one, have you seen this yet? This is stunning to me. Although maybe it shouldn't be because of where it happened. A judge in district court in Lubbock, Texas, has granted the injunction requested by Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby. And he is, as we sit here today, currently eligible to play college football. The judge in Lubbock, of course, where Texas Tech is, has ruled against the NCAA. Now, this will be appealed to a higher court. But the judge ruled, quote, this is in the court document, the temporary injunction order. The court finds that the applicant has demonstrated that he will suffer a probable, imminent, and irreparable injury if the court does not issue this temporary injunction. Because he will be unable to participate as a member of Texas Tech University's football team in 2026, and 1, benefit from the elite coaching, training, and resources, camaraderie, and a regimen that only being a member of a Division I college football team can provide. 2, build the skills necessary to maximize his own success during the college football season, as well as that of Texas Tech's football team and each of its players. And 3, make an informed decision regarding whether to enter the 2026 NFL supplemental NFL draft. It goes on to say that the NCAA is ordered to refrain from prohibiting him from practicing. It is ordered to not enforce bylaw 12.9.4, 2, against the applicant, which is basically saying he can't compete because he gambled. And Sorsby is ordered as conditions of this to remain in counseling, commence and continue individual clinical counseling for gambling, participate in peer support, sit out 2 games. There's a number of things in here. Not participate in game day activities of the first 2 games of Texas Tech season. So the court suspended him for 2 games?
How much money does that judge donate to Texas Tech athletics?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't surprise you that it's a judge in Texas, the Honorable Ken Curry. That happened this morning. I'm not surprised.
This is awful.
Well, and I don't think it ends
awful.
here.
I know, but it's a joke. It's the same thing that happened in Alabama. They're like, hey, look, we got one of our judges to grant a player eligibility. And they come back like, no, we can't be doing this. Feels like this is the case. You bet, man. You suffer consequences. But no, he can't. He's got to practice. It's going to be too hard on him. This is a joke. But
he won't
again,
have the camaraderie.
It's from a
judge in Lubbock.
Judge in Lubbock.
Yeah, who's
Can't
got to
be
live
surprised
there?
by it.
Who's got to live there? Who's got to, I mean, it's political. He's got to get elected there, right? Judges get elected. He's got to live in that community.
This is what you do. You find a favorable judge,
and he probably
get your player eligible,
and he knows it'll be overturned by a higher court. So as we sit here today, a judge in district court in Lubbock has granted the injunction requested by Texas Tech and Brennan Sorsby. He is currently eligible to play for Texas Tech this season. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, 505-246-0610. Rudy, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hi, Rudy.
Hello. Well, yeah, of course that's going to happen when you I'll never forget, I was working for an oil company early in my career, and we have a case down in Texas, and we walk out of there, and the opposing counsel walks out of judge's chambers with his arm around the judge. So I looked at my boss and said, I think we're going to lose.
You think?
Yeah. You think so? So, yeah, it's going to get overturned. And that kind of hometown stuff is what really turns people off to the whole process. On the other hand, you know, a lot of people go, well, the NCAA has it coming. So it's somewhere in between.
NCAA has what coming? Like in this case, they have what coming? Like a guy can bet on his own damn team.
They're oppressing this young man.
Please stop.
He has a right to gamble on games, Jeff. Don't you know that?
Please.
There are people out there that are spewing that. Really, my purpose in calling, though, and I had to get a comment in on that, but it's going to get overturned. And if you're going to, you know the rule, and this is what kills me. You know the rules. Here's the rule. You don't like the rule, then don't play football and gamble all you want. You want to play football? You can't gamble, especially on your own team.
Yeah.
Especially.
It's really easy.
Come on. It's simple. I really hope the NCAA wakes up, opens their eyes, and grants UNM. All you have to do, and Ryan's a smart guy, is show the crowds at the state high school tournament in the pit, the crowds at the Ty Murray Invitational at the pit, you know, the Balloon Fiesta, the New Mexico Bowl. Okay? People support sports here in this town if it's good. And there's nothing better than the NCAA tournament in March Madness. So I hope they get it done. Yeah, there's logistical stuff in every arena, and I'm sure it can be worked out. And I don't know how many people are going to need, you know, disabled facilities, but those are some of the accommodations you make when you're dealing with a 60-year-old arena that is iconic.
Yeah.
And I was there for the North Carolina State-Houston game. And I've been to 2 other NCAA finals that were just so sterile because it's in a football arena. You know, and we're up at the top of the Superdome one year. We left at halftime because you couldn't see the game. It just looked like little dots running around on the floor. We were so far away. So there's something about having the intimacy of the pit that I think just gives it its charm and its intensity. So we'll see what happens. And finally, I don't know what to do with the Isotopes, man. Maybe they need Jobu. I'm ready to get them a Jobu and stick it in their locker room because they need something to get over this hump. And it's right there for them. All they got to do is win some games. and they keep giving them away at the end. It's maddening.
Yeah, that's where they've been all season, man. The back end of that bullpen since day one has been that way all season. All right, man. Go find Joe Booth, see if he's available.
All right. Have a good one.
See ya. The atmosphere would be great. It would be wonderful. JJ, I refreshed StubHub. So you can get in those seats I told you about for $4,500 or whatever. There's a pair for $5,300 all the way up top, another pair for $63 all the way up top, and then literally down floor middle. It says row A, so I'm going to guess that's like the floor seat, right? Like you know, where somebody goes in and spills your beer on you. How much you think?
For floor seat?
Yeah.
Per ticket?
I got 2 available.
So 2 available. I think it's going to cost you $275,000.
Per or total?
Let's go total.
Total $275,000. You're close. It's about $300,000. They're $174,037. So $174,000. So that'd be almost $300,000.
It's expensive being a sports fan, and then it's even worse when your team is good.
But with all due respect, man, I don't know that I'd want to.
That's why it's just movie stars. That's it.
The atmosphere tonight will be great in that building. It's with the president coming in that town. It's really interesting, and I'd love people's thoughts too. I'm not looking to play politics here. I don't care if you love Trump, don't like Trump, somewhere in the middle on Trump. Everybody seems to have an opinion on him being at the game tonight. I'll tell you mine. I have no problem. Do that when we get back. You know, does he have a right to be there? Should he be there? What's he going to do? I mean, obviously, it's having an impact, and it needs to have an impact. He's the president of the United States. Oh, but he's a longtime Knicks fan. He's the biggest Knicks fan ever. Can he name you 3 dudes? Would you want to go? Would Trump being there make you more apt to be there or less? And I've been to a big event where the president and first lady were. I was at the national championship at the Superdome in 2020, and it's different. I'll give you my thoughts. I'd love yours. And again, you can politicize it or not, but just like, would that make you more apt to want to go or less? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Hour.
This report is sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment.
Rev Up Father's Day gift
gift.
Thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that
Center on San Pedro text line 505-246-0610. Meineke on San Pedro, doing car care right.
All right, opening drives on 95.9 FM and AM6 in the Sports Animal just came down this morning. A Lubbock, Texas judge, district court, granted an injunction requested by Texas Tech's quarterback Brendan Sorsby. He is eligible to play. The way I read the injunction is he's got to sit out 2 games. I didn't know that the court could suspend him 2 games, but
we can't punish you too much. He's a young man. He needs his teammates. He needs the locker room. And we need to get to the college football playoff.
You're in on the Sports Animal Meineke on San Pedro text line 505-246-0610. Meineke on San Pedro, affordable quality care for your vehicle. It says, morning, guys. It's now apparently okay to gamble on college football if you're playing college football with Brendan Sorsby getting his injunction. What a sad day for college sports. Yeah, I don't think it's good. I just don't think this is going to be the last word in this. This gets appealed. It gets appealed to a higher court. And I think it ends up where it was. I just, you start playing the politics of local judge in Lubbock who, as passionate as they are there, and a guy who's, I don't know when he's up for election, but at some point will be up for election in a smaller community. What it means, I don't know how.
It doesn't even have to run anything. You just said, I kept Sorsby eligible.
Right.
I did my part.
Yeah. I'm fighting for the Red Raiders. Wreck them.
I'm here for the community.
Vote for me. Wreck them. Yeah. 100%. All right. I asked you going into the break, if you're a big Knicks fan, you're going, you know what a zoo it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. And then you hear the president's going and security is going to be what it is. And how do you feel about the president being there? And this is not, I'm not looking to get political. I don't care if you love Trump, dislike Trump, and we're in between. When they shut this is just where and I get it. He's the president. He wants to go to the game. He's a Knicks fan. He's from New York. It's a big time for New York. I got it. I'd want to be there too if I. When they shut down the watch party outside, when it's affecting so many people, there would be a point where if I was him, I'd say, you know what, I don't want to affect all these people just so I can go to the game. You guys go have fun. I'm going to watch. And as much as I want to be there, and I really want to be there, I'm realizing that it's going to affect, not in a positive way, everybody else's experience. And you guys have fun. I'm not coming. But that would, it's too late now. That was
way too rational. That you just put up.
Well, but that's what I would have done if I'm
way too rational.
If I want to be there. I do. I really want to be there. I want to be in that atmosphere. I grew up going to Knicks games, whatever. But it's affecting so many people on a negative scale. You got to get there 2.5 hours early. They shut down the watch party, which people love. You know what? I'll send a video message that you can all boo when it goes up on the video screen, and that's it. That's what I would do. Do I understand he wants to be there? Cool. I understand he can be there. He's the president. Cool. I'm going to guess the people at Madison Square Garden are going, really? You have to put up with this? I wonder what the extra costs are. Obviously, what it's doing. That's just where I am.
Way too rational with thought process. Way too rational. James Dolan wants to schmooze with the president at MSG.
Is this different than the Army-Navy game? It is because it's an indoor arena, not an out. I mean, I think it is. But he was at the Army-Navy game, right? Was he at the Super Bowl? I don't recall. I mean, it just, this feels different because, hey, it's Madison Square Garden. It's New York City. It's not Annapolis, Maryland.
Parties would have to be pushed back.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have a feel on it?
I think with the way you presented it, makes sense. But again, nothing makes sense at that level to anybody. And it's, as much as you just say you don't want to get political, it's political. With a Democrat president showing up, one side will be losing their mind because how could you do that to the fan? And see, you don't respect people, you don't care about people, think about the fans. And Trump showing up, the other side is saying the exact same thing. So it's just like, I'm just going to turn on my TV, enjoy the NBA Finals.
Yeah, no, I can sit on my couch. It doesn't bother me. Yeah.
But I'm with you. I think it's a bummer that you have, it's just security of the president of the United States. You have to do it, but to kind of change the vibe around MSG.
Yeah, and the people who've been going to games all season, I don't know how many of them sold their tickets. It's going to be, I mean, again, I'm looking at StubHub, like a mid-range ticket. Let's say you want to sit in the end zone in the the 100 level. So there's like a floor level, 100 level, a 200 level, and I guess it goes up to a 400 level, 500 level. Let's just say, section 101 kind of, deep in the end zone. That's north of $12,000, $14,000. I'm paying that to go to the game, man. And now I got to get there 3 hours early, and the security, but I love my Knicks. I love my Knickerbocker. I'm going anyway. I don't care. And the president's it's gonna be beautiful. I was at the college football national championship game, 2020, right before the world shut down, and it was LSU Clemson. And and again, I've told this story. I don't care where you are politically. When Trump and Melania walked onto the field, and again, it's a South Carolina and Louisiana fan base, right? But the USA, and the emotion in that building was something I've rarely felt. And again, and no matter where you are, and I've talked to people on both sides of the aisle, my Democrat friends who hate him, who were there, and my MAGA friends who love him, both said the same thing. It was unbelievable. So his presence certainly makes a difference, but it'll be interesting in New York City because that's a different crowd than LSU Clemson. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, The question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions...
I would assume Game 4 would be a little bit more.
Right, to watch them just go berserk and lift the Larry O, right? Yeah.
Better bring... See if you can get those brooms through security.
It'd be easier on Game 4 than Game 3. All right, we got, it's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. 505-246-0610 is the phone line and the Sports Animal Meineke on San Pedro text line. Emails Jeff or JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. Adrian's producing the television show on Xfinity Channel 26 and on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM. The breaking news this morning, and there's a couple of things. We talked about the pit and the UNM and Visit Albuquerque's bid to bring the NCAA tournament in, and Ryan Behrman was with us, the athletic director at UNM, and I thought there was a lot of great information in that, and we'll get back to that. But the breaking news is Texas Tech's quarterback Brendan Sorsby has now been granted a temporary injunction against the NCAA. As we sit here now at 9:04 in the morning, he is eligible to play for the Red Raiders this year. He had been ruled ineligible by the NCAA earlier this year. He acknowledged gambling on sports, including on his own team when he was at Indiana. But this ruling this morning, which was in Lubbock County, Texas. Where's Texas Tech again, JJ? I forgot.
Lubbock?
Oh, yeah. Ken Curry is the judge. This restores his eligibility. It says the NCAA cannot prevent him from practicing, playing, or otherwise participating on Texas Tech's football team for the 2026 season. The ruling said that Sorsby demonstrated, this is a quote now out of the injunction, he demonstrated that he will suffer probable, imminent, and irreparable injury if this court does not ensure this temporary injunction because he will be unable to participate as a member of Texas Tech University's 2026 football season. The NCAA has already responded. There's a statement out this morning saying that Curry, that's the judge, the ruling undermines and corrupts the integrity of sports. That was part of the quote. Here's more of the quote from the NCAA. The NCAA strongly disagrees with the court's ruling in Sorsby's case and is deeply concerned about the damaging, far-reaching, and broadly destabilizing ramifications of this outcome, which undermines and corrupts the integrity of sports. The NCAA is committed to supporting student-athlete mental health, but must continue to aggressively defend against actions that defraud college athletics and threaten competitive integrity, such as betting on one's own sport, end quote. Look, I don't care. I know what all y'all think about the NCAA. I know. They're worthless, they're this, they're that. They are flat out right. Period.
Yes, there's a few things that are just straight red cards when it comes to sport. And betting on your sport is one of those. And I'm on board with that being a straight red to Sorsby, then letting the NFL figure out what they want to do, because they need to start figuring this out, because there's going to be more cases like this that's going to happen. We're here. It's a thing. But for Sorsby to play college football again, you bet on a team that you're on, man. No, you're done. Peace out.
So I got to believe that the NCAA appeals this to a higher court. Again, this was a district court judge in Lubbock. All right. Sorsby's attorney's arguments were, don't treat this as a violation of the gambling policy, but treat this as a mental health condition. Brandon Sorsby was diagnosed with gambling and anxiety disorder. That all happened during his 35-day inpatient stay at a gambling rehabilitation center he went to in Arizona. He's alleged to have placed bets, thousands of them, during his college career at Indiana, Cincinnati, and Texas. The NCAA said, yeah, no, I get it, man. He should be condemned for seeking, condemned. He should be commended, for seeking treatment. He's free to continue playing somewhere else, just not here. So what's the deterrent? I mean, other than I don't want to have to deal with this crap, what's the deterrent for somebody else to bet on their own team if this stands as precedent? What's the deterrent? Exactly.
There is none.
505-246-0610. Travis is in on the Sports Animal Meineke on San Pedro text line. He says, I share Rudy's comments. As an attorney, I cannot fully express the apoplectic frustration that comes from being correct on the law and legal analysis, but still getting hometown. This is the reason I'd rather be in federal court. My own complaining aside, the signal this ruling sends is there are no rules and no consequences for student athletes. Obviously, the landscape of college athletics has changed so much over the last decade plus, but at baseline, the bare minimum standard is no gambling. By the way, that's not unique to college athletics. That's true for all sports. But now, apparently, so long as you take your case up to a friendly local judge, standards for college athletics take a back seat to success of the program. What that really signals is that the rule of law takes a back seat to success, who you know, and your economic status. This trend is fundamentally dangerous to the legitimacy of the Article 3 branch of our government. You guys, look, as liberal as you want to be, as much as, you know, he's got a disorder, he's got an illness, he's got, all of that can be treated without him having to play football at Texas Tech. Well, but you're taking away his ability to earn, his ability to, no. At some point, when you make a decision, well, Jeff, he's ill, it's a mental disorder. Everybody knows you can't bet on your own team. Look, I'm going to guess, JJ, if he bet on football, but did not bet on his own team, he probably is a 2-game suspension he gets to play, right? From the NCAA. At some point, you made a decision to bet on your team. Sorry, man. Earl, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hi, Earl.
Hey, so I hear you guys talking about Texas Tech, and I got a call. My oldest daughter actually is a teacher in Lubbock. My youngest daughter is a freshman at Texas Tech this year.
Yeah.
My wife is in Lubbock looking at houses right now, and when they lost their basketball player JT, we had gone to the basketball game in Lubbock after that, and actually got to hang out with the football coach in the suite. And I was like, the last football quarterback they had, Morton, or I don't know what his last name is for sure, but he's going to the NFL now. But anyways, I was like, how did you guys pick this new quarterback? And they said, well, we went to the portal, and the top guy, they were asking for $3 million, so we just took the top guy for $3 million for 1 year. And that was the answer on how they got this guy. But the fact is you should absolutely not let this guy play. I'm a fan. I like Lubbock, but this guy should not be playing football. Yeah. And, dude, this is definitely, we're headed down a bad rabbit hole on this one. And that's really what I got to say. Even as a Lubbock fan, dude, this is not right.
I
That's it.
appreciate you, Earl, and I appreciate you being able to see through the trees on this one. I think that's how most people feel. And don't be a stranger. Look, and there's a guy. Look, I'm a Texas Tech guy. We're moving to Lubbock. This ain't right. This just isn't right. And I think the number that I've been hearing is $5 million that they've given him. $5 million. He's got another text. The judge is an idiot. I'm sure the judge is a booster and or his bookie.
Possibly. And I thought the statement you read from Travis is so true. Like, this should be concerning. How some of these judges, the way they look at it, they don't look at this as the law. You want to hold people accountable. No, they look at it as, hey, I'm part of this system. I'm part of the elite status of Lubbock. That's the way it comes across. Absolutely. And there's like, nah, someone else will overturn it. So I'm not going to be the bad guy in this situation because this is my city and I want to get reelected again.
Yeah. All right. This is an interesting one. Text line. Betting on your own team should be allowed. And maybe the only bet an athlete should be allowed to make.
No. It's too easy to think about the easy way out there. Because you can be like, oh, I always bet on us to win. Okay, but what if you start falling behind?
Well, what about the days you don't bet on your own? Is that
so you have to bet on your team to win 82 times a year or whatever it is, 16, 17 times a year? That is, to me, a no-go.
Yeah, if you don't bet on your team this week, because here's the deal: the inside information that you know the left tackle, my quarterback is fighting through a dislocated shoulder that nobody knows about. Right? What was Jack Lane's injury? Didn't Jack Lane play the whole?
Is it that hard to wrap your head around? Leagues make money off sports gambling. Absolutely. But guess what? While you are an athlete, whether that is for 3 years or 15 years, you can't do it. Well, and then if you're jonesing so bad, retire and become a sports gambling personality.
So I'm going to push back on the argument, too, that the leagues and everybody else is making money, but the players aren't. Part of your salary's going up, and that includes NIL, goes into the system. So whatever DraftKings is paying or whatever FanDuel is paying or whatever Prize Picks is paying, it's adding more into the revenue share. And so you are getting some. You just are. And, I'll push back on 8465 here. No, you can't bet on your own team. So he said nice. What was Jack Lane's injury all year that we didn't know about until the end? Right?
The elbow injury.
Right? So you're let's say you're a third string quarterback at UNM, and Jack Lane can't throw the ball downfield.
Like, and then so you're saying, oh, you can only bet money line to win, or you start betting on the under, and then you could be in the situation where you're that third string quarterback playing late in the game, and you have the under bet, and they're saying, hey, we're going to let you play out. We're not just going to have a kneel down. There you go. And all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation where you could score points and you don't.
The other 30 for 30 I caught this weekend, and I had not seen it, was playing with the mob. It was about I want to say 83, 84, 85, somewhere in the Boston College basketball team. They got involved with the mob, and how these dudes got drawn into it, and it was a point shaving. And so Boston College was a 7-point favorite over Providence. You know, all right, you get 2,500, just keep it under the number. Win the game, but win by 4, win by 3, right? And it's just how those guys got involved. It just can't get. And the cycle and how it starts to suck you in, and there is no way out. I mean, this one says mental health. Alcoholics still have to sit in jail when they're busted for a DUI. This decision is ridiculous. That's a fair analogy, no?
Yes.
I mean, alcoholism is a disease. I think, okay, I'm in. They still, when they do something wrong, when they break, in this case, the law, in that case, the rules, there's still some sort of penance. There's some sort of consequence. Now, this is going to be a big story, man. It already is, and I just can't believe this is the end of it. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports.
This is the opening drive.
2-time World Series champion. He's a 3-time All-Star.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies. Past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice.
Goes to the foundation. And you can go sit courtside with Tracy Morgan. I wonder. Wow. Seats everywhere else. I mean, like I told you, I saw 175,000. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com or JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. You can get in on the Sorsby thing. How do you feel about the president going to the game? Are you good with it? Do you care? I mean, you and I are going to sit on our couch, but I don't know. I'm not looking to get political. Just, I mean, you glad he's going? Does it add to it? It's going to be interesting to see the reception, too. And the security's insane. What about the game? 5 teams in the league history have overcome a 2-0 deficit in the NBA Finals. The last one was Milwaukee in 2021. Victor Wembanyama was asked how he deals with the pressure facing the games, being down 2-0 on the road. Quote, I think the key is acceptance of a lot of times taking a step back, realizing all the journey that's behind this and what's ahead of this, just being okay with who I am, where I am, what I'm doing. This is everything that I wished for. There's really no reason to overthink it. This is what I'm built for.
Sounds good. Now go execute it.
Yeah. You know how different the narrative is? You know, we talked a lot. You're the voice of Lobo women's basketball. The ball at the end of the first game of the NCAA or the Mountain West tournament.
Destiny,
right?
That was left by Hook.
Destiny hooks with a shot at the rim. It rolls off. They lose by 1. Bradbury gets fired. We have a new coach. We have a new staff. What would have happened if the ball rolls? They get Air Force in the next game, who they own. Then a Colorado State team who they split with and can play with. They might have been in the NCAA tournament. This thing is totally different, right? What if Victor Wembanyama's 17-foot jumper dropped? We're having a whole different conversation. I'll bet tickets are a lot less.
It's an entirely different series. And those are the moments that become legendary in the postseason. Now you have the conversation about where Wembanyama got that ball, and is it because he's just not that guy yet, where he didn't have it in him to put it on the deck or try to get to the rim at that moment in time? He settled for mid-range jumper and no go.
I didn't know this. He's the first player in what is called the play-by-play era. What the hell is that? 97-98 season. What's the play-by-play era? The when they started keeping the sheet?
Probably keeping track of like everything.
To log a turnover, a foul, and a missed shot in the last 10 seconds of a finals contest. There you go. Put him in the Hall of Fame.
I'm your best player involved.
Take his jersey and put it. Go ahead.
He's not running from the moment.
No. He's Greg Popovich their legendary longtime coach, addressed the team before they got on the plane. And Stefan Castle said pretty much his message was just let the last 2 games go. It happened. They're winnable games. We felt like we gave them those games. We got to let those go and focus on them. So, look, I'd rather lose like I lost and get my ass kicked. Like that way I know I'm in the series. I can convince myself if I'm on that plane, if I'm in San Antonio, like we're right there with them. They didn't kick the crap out of us. We were up big in the first game. We let it go. We made a big comeback and had an open shot. I mean, look, the look from Wembanyama, I'm not mad necessarily. It was a good look.
Like even when it was brought up here, like even if he doesn't have any legs, he's 7'4". Like he's an easy shot for him to get off from the elbow.
Well, but my thing is, if I want to go to Victor, where's the best place to go to Victor? Is it 17 feet away from the basket, or is it at the rim? What does he do better than everybody else does? And that's be around the rim.
But that should be an area he gets to the rim.
I agree to you.
One step.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why I think they settled. And that's why I think he's trying to do too much. But it's where they are now.
How do you feel about the Popovich influence?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Mitch Johnson's a Popovich guy. Popovich is a legend. He's not out there.
Like he's not over the shoulder at all.
Right.
And it's a lot of the times you see Popovich, it's like paparazzi shots from like the bushes.
Yeah.
Where he's talking to players or he's on the bench at practice.
Look, if he wasn't welcome, he wouldn't be there. The fact that Mitch Johnson's one of his guys, it's not like they went completely out. It's not like he's doing it to Phil Jackson or something, right? It's not like Mike Brown's in there where there's no connection or some guy. This is his mentor. And I don't feel like Pop's doing it to be look at me. You know, it's not a look at me moment. It's not a glory grab. It's not look what I'm trying to do here. It feels like he's welcome, in fact, encouraged to be part of this. And I don't know, the guy's won 5 rings. Is that right? I mean, I'm listening to what he's got to say, aren't you?
Absolutely.
I mean, so I got no problem. None. No. All right, we got other stuff that happened over the weekend. If you want to get in on United, if you're out there, you're welcome to do it. On the hockey, which was just silly, insane over the weekend. What Ryan Behrman had to say earlier about the Pit making a bid to bring the NCAA tournament back to Albuquerque. It's all on the table for you as we now have another half hour to go on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Hour.
This is The Herd. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Indigo Mortgage offers better rates and terms than that of big banks and out-of-state lenders. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loans. Let us serve you with an exemplary level of care. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'd worked before. working with a city is always a logistical nightmare. When the president comes in, we had been warned that the final championship game, Clinton, will probably come. We had a month to prep. Can't imagine it was a good day. But New York City's used to deal with this kind of stuff. Because I don't care if he goes or not, but it's just a nightmare, and he'll probably get his butt booed in New York City. He probably will. I mean, like, you know, it's a different crowd. He's going, man. So, if you know someone who's going. I can't wait to hear all the stories tomorrow. Text line 505-246-0610. Wemby passing the ball into Castle's back reminded me of Chris Webber calling timeout they didn't have. The moment got to him, could have passed it right away, but waited, and in my opinion, kind of panicked. Do you agree with that?
You can see how one would come to that conclusion watching that moment.
It felt like he got sped up, and the moment was gigantic, right? It's a big moment. Look, I think what we forget sometimes, no matter how mature, how good, how well-spoken, how calm, how even-keeled he appears to be. Bottom line is the bottom line. He's 22 years old. And I know I preach this a lot, and I preach it because I believe it. I just do believe there's a learning curve. You know, you go somewhere the first time, the finals, the playoffs. As much as you think you're prepared, there's a learning curve. Think of the first time you did whatever was big. If you're a lawyer, your first trial. If your first radio show, your first play-by-play game, right? You knew you could do it, but you hadn't done it. So as much as you knew you were prepared, you're not certain what it is you're prepared for. Does that make sense?
100%.
And that's why you get better with rep. Right? I've told the story a million times. There's a difference between can you do it and have you done it. Right? Every one of these guys on the Spurs and the Knicks firmly believes they can do it. Only one of them has done it before. That would be Harrison Barnes, right? And so we talked about this, me getting the job at the bowl game. People ask, you know, how do you be an executive director? I went to school and studied bowl management. Well, no, there was a circumstance. I believed I could do it, but I hadn't done it before. I didn't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not sure I do 2 decades later, right? But ESPN took a chance on me. There's very few of us who have backgrounds in running bowl games, right? But they took a chance on me, and then you have to go prove it. Can you do it, and have you done it? And I think, you know, there's a little bit of that. Now, the Knicks, I'll give you theirs. Have you done it? When was the last time they held a lead in the fourth quarter and watched somebody come back on them? Right? I mean, can you do it? Yeah. Have you done it? No. And they damn near got clipped. Right? We're losing total sight of the Knicks are new here. Now they're more mature, they're older, they've got more playoff experience. Not finals, but playoff. But JJ, they damn near blew a 14-point fourth quarter lead.
Yes, it was blown for a second. And then
we're giving him a pass because he missed the shot.
Yeah. And even at the end there, Brunson only going 1 of 2 at the free throw line.
That's right. No, that's right.
But this is where we're at. Moments. A shot. A turnover. It gets us here. And it's easy being down 2-0 to kind of lose sight of what the Spurs have done in this series.
Yep.
But it's one when you lay it out and you say, how does this game go? Is there any way this is a close game?
This is going to be the ultimate composure game for the Spurs. And I'll tell you this, I find it really important for them to get off to a quick start, don't you? Because the emotion of that building is going to be big. Now, if the Knicks start out 8-0, 12-2, you know, does it settle down and the Spurs chip their way back and they're within 5 at the end of the quarter, that kind of thing? I find that the beginning of both halves to be really important for San Antonio. And then just composure. And because I'm going to tell you, you're going to be hearing stuff from everybody in that crowd. Look, man, they paid $50,000 to sit near the court. They got to get there early. Let me ask you this. You got to get there 2 hours before the game. What are you doing for 2 hours? You're buying $30 cocktails. No, you think I'm wrong?
You're enjoying yourself.
You got to get there 2 hours early. Right now I'm in the building. What am I doing? I'm standing in line. The line's so damn long, I'm getting 3. I can only get 2 here. Get 2 for my friend over here. Right? That's going to be, it's an 8:30 start. It's going to be a juiced up crowd. And I spent $50,000 on a ticket. I can call Wembanyama, whatever the hell I want to call that big freak. Right? I can just hear it right now from Vinny. Because that's their right. It's going to be a composure game for San Antonio. This is really going to test their maturity. Don't you think?
Yes. Because it's one thing to come back from a deficit at home. How you doing that if you're behind in the second half?
And the whole world, including the president's against you. At least Texas votes red. Usually. Usually. Let's see what happens now. He knows he's not getting New York, right? He loves New York, but he's not getting New York. Wait, he can't run again. Don't look at me like that.
Find a sympathetic judge.
That's right. Go to Lubbock. See if that...
Get your eligibility.
Yeah, go to Lubbock. All right, what's he talking about? If you missed that this morning, Brennan Sorsby, the quarterback at Texas Tech, the one who bet on his team 40 times, who was ruled ineligible by the NCAA, this morning was granted an injunction by a judge in Lubbock. As of now, he is eligible to play. We'll wrap it up when we get back. 505-246-0610 is the Sports Animal phone line and the Meineke and San Pedro text line. Emails JeffordJJ at sportsanimалabq.com. It is the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
You got to know that the Knicks and Spurs go tonight. Game 3 in New York, 8:30 Eastern, 6:30 our time start. President will be there. 2-0 is the Knicks lead. You really should know that the Vegas Golden Knights beat Carolina in overtime, double overtime, in fact, on Saturday night, 5-4, and it was an incredible game. Vegas was up 4-0. Carolina scored 3 goals within 39 seconds, scored 1 late, and the double overtime winner bounced off the backboard, the dasher board, and off the goaltender's skate and went in. That's how they scored. You should know New Mexico United beat Phoenix 4-0 in a U.S. Open Cup. A USL Cup game over the weekend. Chupacabras got beat by Tucson 48-22, and Salt Lake City came back and beat the Topes last night 10-9. Topes have lost 4 of their last 6. They'll be in Tacoma tomorrow. And really the big story today is going to be the Brendan Sorsby story, the quarterback at Texas Tech, the one who gambled on his own team, who had been ruled ineligible by the NCAA, got an injunction today against the NCAA. It was a judge in Lubbock, where Texas Tech is located, who ruled that Sorsby is eligible to play, that he would suffer probable, imminent, and irreparable injury if the court does not issue this temporary injunction because he would be unable to play football. And so as of now, Brendan Sorsby is eligible to play college football at Texas Tech. It's the opening drive. You still have time to get in. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. I got to believe, JJ, you're going to have a hard time finding anybody outside of Lubbock, Texas who agrees with what went down today.
Not many. Like, to me, this just is something that, in my mind, it's simple. There's a few things you cannot do regardless. Don't tell me this, that, or the other. It's if you are on a team and you place a bet on that team, you're done. The world has changed. Things have evolved, but there are still some things that as an athlete you can't do.
That's bet on your
regardless of what is going on around you or what is acceptable.
Yeah, that's bet on your own team. Yeah, you just can't do it. All right, this is a good email. And I'll preface this with, to every rule there are exceptions. Okay? So to every majority, yeah, but there's always a yeah, but. And I grant you on this one, and it's a really good one. We've been talking about the learning curve and getting, everybody's playing their first NBA final. It says rookie in the NBA finals, Jeff. Do you remember when Magic Johnson was a 20-year-old rookie in the NBA finals? I do. How was that learning curve? Well, to be fair, as an old Laker fan, I also remember him choking away the 84 finals in multiple games after already having 2 titles and 2 finals MVP. For those of you who don't recall, and I want to believe it was 1980, if I'm not mistaken, Magic Johnson was a rookie on that Laker team. Lakers were up 3-2, headed back to Philadelphia. This is off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong. Headed back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and the captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, did not make the trip. He was injured, and so the Lakers started a rookie point guard at center, Magic Johnson. If I'm not mistaken, he had like 42 points in that game. Led the team in rebounds. Lakers win in Philadelphia, and they win the championship. To every rule, there's an exception. Magic Johnson, first finals, was unbelievable. Yeah. 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists in that game. That is one of the best performances still to this day. And that is now 46 years ago. Period of any NBA Finals game. You think I'm bloviating out of my lower crevice?
No.
Okay.
You don't even have to add that.
Yeah. 42-15-7 with 3 steals. A point guard, rookie, 20 years old, playing center because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was injured. He jumped center against Moses Malone. He became the first and still only rookie in NBA history to win the Finals MVP award. So, David, you're right. I mean, to every rule, there's an exception. How was that learning curve? A lot quicker than what we're watching now, as I see it. Now, maybe this thing turns around. Look, we could sit here tomorrow morning and they turn this thing around and the script is ready to be written, right? Everybody's just ready to crown the Knicks. And I love going against the trend. When everybody's one way, I really try to go the other way. And I'm really trying to see the way the Spurs win tonight. I'm struggling to. But I want to sit here just for the sake of a series. Just for the sake of the story and having something to watch. I want the Spurs to win tonight so we can extend this. I just don't see it happen.
Well, and that's the beauty of sport, is you can throw out your opinions, you can give your takes, and then we get the opportunity to watch it play out and then to react to what we see as opposed to just what we think. I cannot wait to see how the Spurs respond.
Yeah,
or the Knicks get the brooms ready after Game 3.
Yeah. Text line says, can the NCAA show some stones and appeal the Sorsby decision today? Otherwise, just admit there will never be any rules to enforce. I must believe, and I'll lean on the legal counsel, of which we have many who listen to the show, that they will appeal to a higher court. I cannot believe, and again, I don't know the judicial system well enough, like some of you do. The final word probably is not a district judge in Lubbock, Texas, right? That can't be the final word on this. And you keep appealing, and then you're going to win to the next level, and then they're going to appeal to the next level. And what they're hoping, I'm going to guess, is this thing gets so bogged down that this injunction holds and he gets to play, because how quickly will it be heard at the next? Again, legal guys, help me out on this thing. And I know we're out of time today, but
the Alabama player stuff went pretty fast.
It did. It
Bediako.
did. And so he played in a bunch of games, and then
it was like 2 weeks.
And then he was ruled ineligible. Yeah. All right. Thank you to Ryan Berryman. The UNM athletic director was with us today. We'll put that up on the website. So if you missed what Ryan said, talking about the pit and the bid to host the NCAA tournament, it'll be on our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Go over to opening drive and then scroll down there. Adrian produced on the TV side, and I appreciate you immensely. It looks great. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show is after that. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas comes in at 4, and we're back with award-winning radio starting tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. He's JJ Buck. I am Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Jimmy John's toasted sandwiches take the fresh baked bread you love and turn up the heat to toasted perfection. Crispy and golden on the outside, melty and gooey on the inside. Order a toasted sandwich at Jimmy John's today.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore, just like riding a bicycle. I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain.